Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is a art trade for the DrkEra. She painted my OC Bakua, and for her I wanted to paint her OC Merlin. And if you want to see the DrkEra's channel, then it'll be linked in the description below. I want to thank her for making a good speed paint of one of my very loved OCs. So right now, as I always do, I'm just blocking in the color. It was actually kind of hard for me to find the color for this because I didn't want the color of the book to be the same color as the cloak, even though the color of the book kind of, with red, it kind of really complemented the color of the red diamonds on it to be blue or something. If not, it kind of looked more like a chessboard. Right now I'm blocking the ghost. In the future I ended up making the ghost just 2D because it was just too much work. And right now I'm just having a hard time approaching it. I don't really know what I should do with this guy to color him. I already got the line art done, but right now I'm just trying to do grayscale, and I actually don't love working in grayscale much because the colors I add later are kind of like boring and blah, so I actually like to work in color if you know the values and everything. However, I kept the ghosts black with more of like a white spots for their eyes, and to be honest, right now they look kind of like they're about to maul a bank, but I think they look kind of cute. I really like the cool touch I added to have Ghost coming out of his his spell book, and I really like how I complimented his face. And this actually wasn't supposed to be a male. It was actually supposed to be a female, because like when I started I didn't know if it was a male or a female. She didn't tell me, so I just assumed it was a male. It wasn't, but I guess art trade plus gender swap. So right now I'm just doing some jobs on the grayscale, trying to block in the highlights, trying to block in the dark values, and I'm trying to paint over the airbrush, I guess, to make it look harder and more concrete. So the DrkEra, she really, if you guys do art trades, it will really help out my channel like a lot, because other people see it, they're like, oh yeah, that's a cool OC, I'll go check them out. Even if you give them especially if you give them complimentary in that video and you point them out, and it really makes me happy because it shows that you're watching my videos and that you are enjoying all the OCs I make and all the characters. And I really love that about my subscribers, that they're very nice and they're willing to they're willing to do art trades. I actually love doing art trades. I mean, like, some artists don't. I love having commissions and making art trades. That's what I really love. And this one will not be for sale because it's somebody else's OC, so I'm not selling it. So right now I'm kind of blocking in more color. I decided to do it color-wise and not grayscale, and to kind of like add the grayscale in later or something. And right now I'm adding the contour of the face, the sketch lines, and to be honest, I hate the fingers. Like, I hate them so much. I don't like them, and I wish that I didn't draw them in the first place, because like later on I end up changing them and it looks a lot better when I changed them, but I ended up getting completely rid of them. They just look like stupid little sausage fingers, I guess. And I'm trying to fix the hair and add subtle highlights to the skin, and I'm trying to finish the skin, and the skin is honestly looking pretty good, better than my last one, to be honest. I don't know, what do you guys think? And I just hate the fingers so much. right now I'm just trying to add a darker color to the book, trying to make it look like a different thing than the cloak. And now I'm blocking color with the skin, blocking the light, not color. And painting the light is really good for anyone. That's something that I'd always recommend, always want to do. I do it in every single painting I did, and it's really good. And right now I'm just trying to block in some more sketch lines, fixing opacities, painting some more skin, and trying to block in those values and other stuff and highlights, and it's looking pretty good so far. Like, I don't need the sketch anymore. So now I'm just painting the cloak. The cloak didn't take long since it's just like, you know, a cloak. So I'm just kind of airbrushing it and trying to make a shine from the spell book, to try and make like this big magical shine come out of it. And now I'm doing the hair, and the hair I had so much trouble with. I mean, I wanted to add a shine from the book into the hair, but it was just so hard to, because like it's blonde, and once you add like a greenish shine or something, it looks kind of meh, looks kind of 80s or something. And right now I'm just trying to add some texture to the hair, something that'll work, just anything that'll work. And I'm just trying to add the shadow, the highlight, and I actually like the hair when it comes out. I do a lot, and I'm trying to draw the sketch lines, trying to draw the strands, trying to think of them as volumized, and now I'm making the shadow. I'm like, okay, I have to do something else at this point, and I decided nothing better than to paint the shadow and do a kind of better grayscale than I did last time. So I just like completely gave up on the color and just decided to do maps, and then I paint over them. So so I'm just trying to find anything that'll work. I basically tried all of them that I know at this point. I just did not know what worked and what didn't. I'm trying to point out the highlights, trying to really get those solid skin tones down, trying to get those hair skins down. And I really like the subtle highlights on the hair that I added. I think it looks really nice. And now I'm just almost done, kind of like flip the canvas and painting the light even more. Painting the light, honestly, it's the best thing to do ever, and adding more sketch indicates that the sketch was there, and more shine to the diamonds on the book. I kind of wanted the diamonds to kind of stick out more and not be so dim and bland, because the diamonds in it were really what I wanted to bring out. That's really what I wanted to pinpoint, since like maybe the magic was coming from the diamonds, like his earring or the diamonds on the book, or maybe his eyes, and I thought that was like a really good pinpoint for me to block down, especially light coming out of the book, like heaven's ascending. And I really like the, I already said this, but I really like the touch of the ghosts. I think it adds more touch of wizardly to the painting. And now I'm just adding the maps and blocking in color. I'm trying to find out which one would be better, the maps or just overlaying. And again, the overlaying was kind of messy and stuff, so I decided to do graphic maps. And I'm trying to like find a good layer, trying to find a good output, and I honestly like really enjoyed painting him. Like it was a lot of it was a big thing. This took me like 4 hours to finish, but I actually really loved how it came out, and it's one of my favorite paintings now. And now I'm just trying to get together the maps and trying to put them in and trying to paint now over the hands that I hate and trying to find a good complementary to the skin, and then just messing with the opacity and trying to find anything that'll work, like adding shadow to the nose, the eyes, the upper lip, and trying to completely do this without the sketch. So I really hope that at this point that this would actually work out and not be kind of terrible. And I'm really trying to block in more browns to it and some more lights to it and some more salmon color to it to have more of a tan skin, and trying to add some more black shadows. And oh my gosh, the hands look so bad. I just hate them so much. And I'm trying to add some highlights and something that'll really make the skin pop out. Like in everything, I want the skin to really pop out. That and the hair, that's like my top priority out of all of it, and I really want it to pop out. Anyways, right now I'm not having a bad time trying to figure out what I should paint next. I hope you guys should tell me if either you want it to be like, if you guys comment, then I would like you to comment something about like what I should paint next, like maybe a landscape, an illustration, situation, creature, a challenge, or like something, or like another art trade. I'm always open for art trades if you guys want to do some, but right now back to the hair. And this time the hair didn't give me so much trouble. This time I was able to really block it down and get into highlights. I actually watched a tutorial again how to draw hair because I didn't think I was doing it right, so every artist has to learn again, I guess. And I'm just going to let the speed paint play here for now on, and I'll check back later. Okay guys, this is when the painting really started to take shape, is when I added all those special visual things and all those purple lights coming out of the book to make the colors more vibrant. And I finally did something with the hands. I decided to cover them up with some sleeves, make him feel like he's all comfy and like clutching the book. And I'm trying to paint more light, even more, and trying to block in some more shadow and trying to make a background, adding some few minor details and trying to add subtle highlights and other things, and just trying to add lighting, like something that will make the skin pop, and adding my last initials. And this is kind of it for the piece. I hope you guys really enjoyed. Make sure to ask for art trades in the future, and thank you.